I think most of us know Micheal V as Bitoy or Pepito.
Tawag niyo po ako?
Ano?
Hindi kasi parang binanggit niyo yung pangalan ko.
Ano ba pangalan mo?
Pepito po. Pepito Manaloto. Muntik na ako.
One of the comedy icon dito sa Pinas. Yung iba siguro will remember him being the superhero called Rubberman, which is already kinda niche in my opinion kasi a few people only remember that movie or that character ni Bitoy. And kung interesado kayo sa character na si Rubberman, may video ako dito sa channel, you could also check it. Pero going back, kilala nyo ba yung character niya na si Andy Antigua or yung another forgotten movie ni Bitoy na Anting and of course starring Micheal V?
You talking to me? General Andy Antigua, kinakausap mo? Ako? Ako?
Bago tayo mag-start, I just want this to get out of the way and just going to say it. This movie is just a much better Rubberman movie. Not story-wise but more like acting and comedy-wise. Bakit ko nasabi? You may ask.
Paano masabi?
Dumi-dumi mo!
Hindi mo na makikita sa sarili yung pangangatawan ng tao sa mukha ng tao.
Ano, babangkain mo ako?
Eh hindi po.
Anong gusto mo?
Pag gusto ko kalbo kaso lang hindi marunong yung nagugupit.
Kasi for me, the story and plot of this movie is almost the same ng movie na Rubberman. So if napanood mo na yung movie na Rubberman, you know how this movie would go and how it would end as well. Pero di ko sinasabi na because it's a copy of Rubberman story, it's a bad thing. It's actually the opposite. Kasi for me, they kinda picked up what's good about sa Rubberman and improve it. Like the comedy chops parts and the characters is totally improved from Rubberman. And like Rubberman, mag-uumpisa din tong movie with a short backstory and a kind of foreshadowing ng plot device ng movie. And boy oh boy, we start. This is the only thing I don't like sa movie na to, which is unfortunately the only thing they didn't improve from Rubberman, the story and plot itself. And I know this kind of movie are geared towards sa mga bata, so most of this movie have a story written for kids as well.
Nga, kagatin mo nga. Eh no. Ang ina ko.
Pero kasi naman they started this movie having Bitoy narrating the great feats of his ancestors, and you can clearly see sa mga pic ng mga ninuno niya na they are wearing this necklace which most likely the anting-anting. Pero in the whole movie, it was only addressed once and it was a kinda throwaway line na si Andy have a warrior bloodline, that's why yung anting-anting is gumagana sa kamay niya. Then why the fuck start this movie on this scene kung gusto lang pala nila i-establish na si Andy yung chosen one for the anting-anting because of his ancestor or bloodline. Mapapaisip ka talaga, what's the reason of having this opening scene na halos walang connect sa movie beside Andy flexing his ancestor fit sa mga audience, which is weird but okay. And speaking of Andy Antigua, which is of course played by Micheal V, he's a non-violent police. So dito pa lang sa information na to, masasabi nyo na this movie is a fantasy movie. So a really good bounce back from that opening scene establishing this movie would be a fantasy. So si Andy is a typical Pinoy superhero / fantasy main character. Binubuli, somewhat have this weird passion about something, and for Andy, yun yung mga non-violent weapon inventions niya. He's also aspiring to be something much bigger than him. And same as the other superhero, he'll get his power unexpectedly. Which would greatly affect his personal life. So same old main characteristic for Andy. But to be honest, Andy Antigua as the main character is not bad. Di siya masyadong annoying, and yung weird trait niya na being non-violent is kinda corny sometimes, pero they kinda drop it somewhere in the middle of the movie, which is actually a good idea from them kasi medyo nagiging corny na siya. And me telling a character played by Micheal V is somewhat not bad is blasphemous. Let me add and explain. Kasi on this movie, di lang si Micheal V ang bumubuhat, and I think it's actually a good thing kasi medyo may invest ka din sa mga other characters sa movie na to. And speaking of other characters, we also have Bobo played by Danny Punsalan, which is a monk na pinadala para bawiin or gabayan si Andy at ang anting-anting. This character is legit funny. Every time na may scene siya, even with Andy or the monks, matatawa at matatawa ka talaga.
Ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pananggalingan. Kung patay na ang kabayo.
to add Bobo walk so this guy could run.
Sa grupo ng mga pusa.
Walang ganun. Di ka mabubuhay sa mundo kung walang basahan. Butete nga sa Bulacan, nandun pa eh. Tsaka pag sumuko na siya, huwag mo lang hanapin. May kambing dun. Ay, nakausapin mo. Kahit umuulan, tahimik lang yun. Ano pa? Bahala sa buhay mo. Uwi na ako, hanap na ang asawa ko.
And a good thing he's going to be the sidekick of Andy kasi they also have a counterpart which is also funny as fuck as Andy and Bobo, which is played by Edo Manzano and Long Mejia. Let's start with Long Mejia kasi siya yung sidekick ni Edo Manzano dito, and di ko alam bakit di siya credited sa movie na to. I try to double check, maybe namamalikmata lang ako, pero kahit saan di siya credited sa movie na to, and I don't know why kasi his part sa movie na to is almost Micheal V level sa pagpapatawa. So it's kinda sad na hindi siya credited sa movie. And sa mga nakakaalam bakit, feel free to comment down kung hindi siya kasali sa cast ng movie na to. And Edo Manzano as Marco, the villain but not the main villain sa movie na to. Medyo na-weirdohan lang ako sa karakter niya dito nung unang nood ko kasi akala ko nung una love interest din siya ng karakter ni Jessa dito sa movie. And di ko alam kung yun talaga ang balak nila sa karakter ni Edo sa movie na to. Kasi merong point sa movie na to na sinasayaw niya si Jessa, and for me, they kinda shown something intimate sa scene na yun, and then suddenly may kind of plot twist na tatay pala siya ni Jessa, which is really weird for me. And speaking of Jessa Saragosa, she's playing Joanne here, love interest ni Andy.
Pero pag nagalit siya sa akin, love pa rin niya ako! Ano paki ko? Oh, tang ina mo.
And anak ni Edo Manzano. So here's the thing, bakit ko nasabi sa umpisa na this movie is just a much better Rubberman movie. It starts dito sa character ni Joanne, like the love interest sa Rubberman, which is played by Beth Tamayo, and she actually have a cameo sa movie na to. Both of them having something going on their movie. Much better lang yung sa character ni Joanne kasi she's also has a much more hands-on part sa movie na to. Like she has a dojo, and correct me if I'm wrong, she's teaching jujitsu. I'm not a martial art specialist or anything, pero yung mga throw na tinuturo niya kay Andy sa movie, and even the one she's using sa mga fight scenes niya is like jujitsu. And that's actually another thing I like sa movie na to and was improved, yung mga fight scenes, kasi parang binigyan talaga nila ng time yung choreography ng mga fight scenes nila dito sa movie, lalo na yung mga hand-to-hand combat fight scenes ni Jessa and Micheal V sa movie na to. And to add, I think they are kinda aware na they almost copying the storyboard ng Rubberman. So I think they just kinda said, fuck it, we going all in. Kasi like Rubberman, meron din dito na weird cameo from an action star. Sa Rubberman is si Ian Veneracion ata yun. And on this movie naman si Ronnie Ricketts. And also besides having an action star cameo, meron din weird basketball player cameo sa movie na to.
Crossover, spin move, putang nasa baitira, step mom.
Which for me is a much better cameo scene than Rubberman, lalo na yung basketball scene sa movie na to kasi he actually needed something sa basketball player, a part of the anting-anting. Speaking of anting-anting, which is actually the main plot device of the movie kung di nyo pa nakakalimutan, kasi yung movie is muntik na nila makalimutan yung anting-anting is the main plot device sa movie na to.
You saw me standing alone. Jesus Christ! Without a tree. God! Fire! Without a love of my own.
And I think this is also the same thing happened sa movie na Rubberman, na yung parang nawawala sa isip nila yung main plot device nila sa movie, and then bigla na lang silang babalik sa main story after wasting like an hour or so ng movie runtime. Kaya moving sa third act ng movie na to feels so rushed as well. Why? Kasi they have this weird unnecessary subplot, like yung mga pinsan ba ni Andy yun na they think Joanne is doing bad, which is actually true, pero yung reasoning nila originally why they think she's doing bad is because she's living alone. Like what the fuck is is that thinking na porket solo na naninirahan yung babae, she's doing something bad. And they have this illegal scene na pinasok nila yung bahay ni Joanne just to prove na masamang tao siya. Like, what the fuck they're trying to do here? Maybe they thinking na meron drug din sa loob ng bahay ni Jessa or Joanne, and like merong nakatagong karton na shabu sa bahay ni Joanne. So I don't really know why. And to be completely honest, yung scene na yon, even yung mga pinsan ni Andy, is such a waste of time for this movie. Kasi I think the movie already kinda established na yung character ni Jessa is hiding something even without the sneaking in the house part of the movie. So maybe instead give that time to like kinda establish or expand yung lore ng Anting-Anting. Kasi for me, di ko siya feel na Anting-Anting, it's more like a wishing stone siya. Kasi for me, yung Anting-Anting is giving you like a specific set of powers like invisibility or invulnerability or maybe immortality or transformation, and not all of the powers at the same time. Not like yung Anting-Anting ni Andy na hihilingin niya lang yung gusto niya and ibibigay na to nung Anting-Anting. And don't get me started sa powers ng Anting-Anting. Kasi I have a list of shit question about the powers ng Anting-Anting. Like, na-establish dito sa movie na yung Anting-Anting is nakakabuhay ng patay and or nakakapagpagaling ng kahit anong sugat or damage ng bearer nito. Then why the fuck yung original owner bago makuha ni Andy yung Anting-Anting is namatay? Did he forget to wish na i-revive siya nung Anting-Anting? Pero we could also tell that's not true kasi meron scene dito na dumaan si Andy sa sementeryo and it seems nabubuhay yung mga patay, or maybe yung scene niya with Joanne na nabikti siya ng Anting-Anting and it kinda show na he suddenly got revived without him wishing it. Shit, I can keep going pero I won't kasi kawawa naman yung PC ko if I render a 30 minutes video, so I won't for the sake of my PC. And then sa third act ng movie, suddenly may other parts or other anting-anting pa na kailangan hanapin or kolektahin si Andy para mabuo or makuha o magamit niya yung full power ng anting-anting niya. Like, why suddenly give this information around the third act of the movie when you already wasted like an hour and a half of the movie's runtime for some nonsense subplots? And this is the reason the third act of this movie feels so rushed, same as Rubberman. And for me, if they just remove some of the useless scenes sa second half ng movie na to and give a much better lore yung Anting-Anting, it would be a much better story already sa Rubberman.
Who's that?
It's my mother.
You have her eyes.
And fun fact or something to keep in mind, while doing this video I actually found out na yung writer ng Rubberman and this movie is the same, which kinda makes sense why both of this movie has the similar story and pacing. And like Rubberman, they also kinda foreshadow the main villain slash super villain of the movie, like they kinda sprinkle a scene here and there about him in the middle of the movie, which is Beelzebub, a demon king, which is amo ni Marco, and the reason they needed the Anting-Anting with an S. Now we know na di lang pala si Andy yung may Anting-Anting, and of course the 3 Anting-Anting is needed as well para buhayin or makapag-travel sa mundo natin si Beelzebub. And here's what I really like sa movie na to, and a great improvement as well from Rubberman. This movie, they stick to the sword and hand-to-hand combat fight scene for the final fight till almost the end. Where's the credits due? Yes, they have a super villain final fight, pero they didn't really stretch it like a full-blown super CGI fight fest like Rubberman. They have it like a one and done CGI one shot, which to be honest I really like. And this is one of the movie na I didn't really care about the lore of the main villain sa movie na to, kasi when I heard his name Beelzebub, I already knew na he's a demon kind, and to be honest I got really attached to Edu and Long as the real villain sa movie na to.
Cue that boy!
I was actually happy how it ended, just a quick zap for them, which is for me is a much more graceful ending for the villain sa movie na to. Pero I don't know if they have something against Bitoy, kasi again on this movie they kinda cock Bitoy sa mga leading ladies niya. Like, come on, you did it sa Rubberman and you're doing it again here. Bro, give him just like a quick peck. Again, he almost dies saving or helping Joanne sa movie na to. But yeah, all in all, if you like Rubberman, 100% no cap, magugustuhan nyo din tong movie na to. Besides sa mga plot holes and unanswered question sa movie, I recommend this movie to be watched and be part of your Pinoy cinema nostalgia movie trip if you have one. And I think that's all for me. Thanks. See ya.